This is Family and Friends Sunday, special Thanksgiving edition. And there was a movie entitled Something to Sing About. It's about a young man being saved from the streets by singing in the church choir. You do realize that singing in church choirs have propelled a lot of singers today. Those who have gone on to stardom, many of them started by singing in church. I'm sorry that I can't sing, but I do have something to sing about. This year, 2014, has been a very eventful year for me. Like everybody else, I had personal goals. Like other ministers, I had ministry goals for this year. I made plans and expected to carry them out. Then, bam! 2 heart attacks, mysterious internal bleeding, passing out after teaching at school, blood clots, the inability to eat, which caused me to lose over 50 pounds. Let me pause there. Something nice was said to me not too long ago. I won't say who said it. I'll just tell you what was said. Boy, you look like those pictures of you a long time ago. That made me feel good. 7 hospital stays. Heart so weakened that I have to wear this life vest. And I have to wear this pump with an IV for 24-hour medication to keep my heart working right. And according to the doctors, I'm headed toward a heart transplant. My world was rocked and turned upside down. As I've thought about it, I could have died somewhere between March 19th and now. The way that they've described the condition of my heart, with heart muscle tissue dying from the second and very serious heart attack, I could have been taken out of here. Right from the beginning, the team of doctors used the same word to describe my case, and I must have seen 7, 8 different doctors. And every one of them would say the same thing. Your case is complicated. Complicated? Yeah, I mean, you have this, but you have that, and if we try to deal with this, then we got to worry about that thing, and you're complicated. That was a fancy way of saying that if we can't help you, we told you ahead of time. I can assure you that this is not the journey that I had in mind at the beginning of this year, and it's not the one that I would have volunteered for if the Lord had told me about it. But, as usual, He didn't ask me. And I'm glad that He didn't, because now I have something to sing about. You may not have seen me at my lowest point or visited me in one of those hospital stays when I looked like death. Not that I'm much for the sight for sore eyes today or ever, but I can say this without hesitation. God is healing me. I may never return to where I was before my first heart attack, and there is no guarantee as to how long I will live. Even if I were to die tomorrow or this afternoon, I still have something to sing about. I am thankful for the work He has done in me and for how He has used me as an inspiration to others. You know, when somebody looks at you and they say, boy, you looked so bad, and now you're beginning to look like yourself, and you didn't complain. I don't know how you were able to do that, to go through all that stuff and just hang in there. That is God using me even in the midst of my own weakness. I remember when I finally made that decision to start coming back to church, because, you know, pastors have pride, just like you do. All right, so don't just be pointing the finger at me. I said, I don't want Westside to see me in my weakness. I don't want them to see me, you know. I would come to church, and believe me, I would sit in one of those blue chairs, and I couldn't get up by myself. I had to have somebody help pick me up, and once I'm up, I could walk, but I just couldn't get up out of the chairs. You know how humiliating that is? For someone who, in his younger days, was called STP, Speedy Tyrone Perkins. Not able to go upstairs by myself. They're just things you didn't see. And so when I started to come, I couldn't even talk that well. You know, my voice was weak. My body was weak. Just everything about me was weak. But God put on my heart to go anyway, to let people know that you don't have to have everything perfect to go to church. You don't have to have your act together to be in the presence of the saints. Go as you are. So I came. And I had several people come up to me and said, you know, you're inspiring me. Kind of said it funny. The way you look encourages me to have no excuse not to come either. So I said, okay, what are you saying? I really look that bad? I'm so glad that during that time, you can't really see yourself, even today. I mean, you can look in the mirror, you can primp and all that kind of stuff, but you can't really see how you look. But there are people in your lives that will tell you how you look. And I had a few of those.